Hi Gemini, welcome to your daily love reading. My name is Pretty and I'll be doing your love reading today. So before we begin with your love reading, Gemini, please do remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever does not. Okay, so let's begin with your love reading, Gemini. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card, and this is Scorpio energy. So this is a card of transformation and endings. You could be letting something go, allowing something to end, and allowing it to change you. You know, there's a feeling of evolving. Let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy, the Nine of Cups, water energy, and the Five of Swords, air energy. So yes, there's a feeling of transformation and change. An old version of you or an old version of a relationship is coming to an end, and a new beginning is happening with the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like this connection is transforming for the better because we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a solid start, you know, something better than what it once was. Almost like you were in a connection in the past where there was a lot of games that were being played, and these games were being played because of trust issues. So you and someone could be working through trust issues because there's a feeling of ending the conflict and letting something go, something that was a source of tension or a continuous source of conflict. You guys are both choosing to let it go and choosing happiness and peace, and it's leading to a new beginning. Let's clarify these cards. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So even if there was conflict, it's like the conflict kind of gave a reason for you guys to deepen the intimacy because this connection is changing. Like it's no longer built on a lack of trust. It's almost like you guys are moving into something more serious, more invested. The Ten of Pentacles shows like being in it for the long haul. Okay, so you're going to see that a connection is resilient. When you thought the connection was ending, it was actually transforming, okay, or evolving. Let's see. Okay, we have the Death card in the reverse this time. Scorpio energy, the King of Pentacles, Earth energy, and the Page of Wands, fire energy. Yeah, it's like this connection is not going anywhere. This Five of Swords, these conflicts may have been triggered by a fear of abandonment or a fear that this person is going to leave me. So I'm going to play games with them. I'm going to trigger them or test them. And it's like you're realizing that both of you guys are not leaving, so there's no need for these games. You know, there's something changing, like there's a maturity that's being introduced to this connection and a staying power that's being realized. With the King of Pentacles, there's a grounded energy, maturing, and an invested energy, you know, putting in effort for the long haul. We have the Page of Wands. It's like there's commitment here, there's excitement for the future. So I'm gonna pull out oracle card for you, Gemini. Okay, we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So you and someone are becoming more real with each other, like you're keeping it real. And so it's like putting an end to playing games. We also have stepping out of your comfort zone, North Node. So this is requiring some maturing. It's requiring stepping out of your comfort zone, especially if the comfort zone was toxic. Let's see. Okay, we have flirts. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Yeah, you guys are coming out of that heavy period. You guys are coming into a more peaceful place, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have destiny. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. So there's something about this connection. It's connected to your destiny, because we had the North Node and we have this card here. There's also an energy of realizing that you shape your destiny. You know, you have a choice in how you want this to go. So there's something about being conscious about your actions, you know, as well as the other person. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card for your advice. Okay, we have surrender to setting limits. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. We also have surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a card for a message from the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? So let's start with Aries. How do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? Okay, we have I remember every detail of that day. And I feel you, even though we are apart. So you're always in their energy. There's something they're remembering, they're thinking a lot about. They may want to talk about something that happened between you. They want to clear the air. Let's see, if you're dealing with a Taurus, how do they feel about you? What do they want to say to you? And what do they want you to know? Okay, we have I left when I saw you with someone. Okay, so the Taurus feels like there's someone else or there's competition. They could feel like they have a hard time keeping your attention. Let's see, if you're dealing with a Gemini, how do they feel like? How do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? What do they want to say to you? Okay, we have I replay our conversations over and over. And I left you before you could leave me. So the Gemini was playing games. The Gemini has issues. The Gemini is healing. They sabotage their connection with you. Let's see, if you're dealing with a Cancer, how do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? What do they want to say to you? We have I'm becoming a better person. Okay, so the Cancer is definitely wanting to be better. They actually want this connection to work out, and they know that it starts with themselves. Like, they can only control themselves, so they are working on themselves so that they can show up in a better way. Okay, so let's see, if you are dealing with a Leo, how do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? Okay, we have I want to be more than friends. Okay, so the Leo wants this connection to evolve. They want more from this connection. Let's see, if you're dealing with a Virgo, how do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? I hope that you can forgive me one day. And we need to let each other go. So the Virgo feels like the connection is not healthy, or it's toxic. You guys are not compatible. And they are planning to walk away. They hope that you can forgive them for that. But they feel like that's just what they have to do to protect their peace and well-being. Let's see, if you are dealing with a Libra, how do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? What do they want to say to you? I can't stop thinking about you. And I knew exactly what I was doing. So the Libra is very strategic. The Libra knows what they're doing. They are playing chess. You know, they are seeing this as a game to be won. Okay, so let's see, if you are dealing with a Scorpio, how do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? What do they want to say to you? I'm starting to understand our connection. So yeah, the Scorpio, they're starting to realize what's happening here. Feelings are starting to be more involved. Almost like in the beginning, the Scorpio wasn't expecting much from this connection, but they're starting to feel more deeply for you. Let's see, if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, how do they feel about you? What do they want to say to you? And what do they want you to know? I know that I crossed the line with you. And we have, it's time for me to heal now. Okay, so the Sagittarius thinks that when it comes to this connection, you guys cross paths for a reason. And they're learning what that reason was. Like, they're trying to find a lesson in this connection. And they are learning a lot from the connection. And they are healing. They're trying to heal. They are working on themselves. They could be on a healing journey. Let's see, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, how do they feel about you? What do they want to say to you, and what do they want you to know? Okay, we have I look for you everywhere. Okay, so the Capricorn is keeping tabs on you. They're watching you. They're asking about you. Yeah, they could be spying on you. Okay, so let's see. If you're dealing with Aquarius, how do they feel about you? What do they want to say to you, and what do they want you to know? We both know I'm not the one for you, and I feel you leaving me behind. So they feel like you guys are both coming to this realization that maybe this connection isn't meant to be. Let's see, if you are dealing with Pisces, how do they feel about you? What do they want you to know, and what do they want to say to you? Okay, we have I love you. Okay, so the Pisces wants you to know that they love you and they care a lot about you. Despite all the things that you've been through, they can't stop loving you. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you, Gemini. I hope you have a really, really good day, Gemini. Bye, Gemini.